Good morning and happy Saturday. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live and recorded for anybody that might be new here. What we typically do is go over crypto news in the space. I update myself, bring you guys along for the ride. This is going to be the last morning stream of Saturdays. Wanted to break that to you guys real quick. I think I'm going to take off Saturday mornings and just stream Saturday nights from now on, and just obviously stay up with the morning grind throughout the week. So let me know what you guys think about that in the chat. I noticed that we don't get a lot of viewers on Saturday mornings. Everyone's probably sleeping because it's kind of a smart idea, I would say, to catch up. But anyways, we're gonna check out the price of Bitcoin, go over a few things with the stock market and stuff, go over some CNN news, CNBC news rather. And let's see who's here in the chat, and then we'll get into this. Mr. Black Hat Team, good to see you. We got Tim I Am Crypto 56, dude. A Duke into you. Thanks for being a member for 37 months, dude. You're awesome. Appreciate you. You were my first member. You're awesome, dude. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Nismo Miner, what's up, man? All Track, good to see you. Lawnmower Man, good to see you as well. Let's see. We have Morales. Is that how you say your name? I apologize if I butchered that. Let's see. Mining Meister, good morning. Good morning. Let's see who else. Cook 4015, Nismo Miner, Alien Black, Tim I Am Crypto. Agree, you need a break. I appreciate you. Let's get into this. All right, Bitcoin looking like 67,153 bucks. Perfect. This is awesome. Things are coming back. It's nice. It's nice to see. We needed a pullback though. We needed the reset. You know, sell in May and go away. Seems like it's almost complete. Ethereum $3,128. Perfect. Awesome. It's nice to see that still holding above 3,000. Let's see. Casp is up over 12 cents today. We have LTC up over 84 bucks. ADA's at 48 cents, which is nice. XRP's at 52 cents. We have Solana at 173 bucks. Damn. The Duke into Solana. Hell yeah. We have FTM. Let's see. Is this Phantom? Up to 89 cents. Let's see. Anything else really sticking out at me? Not really. Meme coins, today 15 cents, 15 and a half almost for Doge. Pretty good. Yeah, that's really it. Let's check out crypto bubbles, see what we're looking like over here. Again, Phantom looks like the biggest earner of the day, 10.6% up. We have Ordi is up to $41.38, up 7.7% today. We have Athena up to 77 cents, 7.7% as well on the day. WIF is down 7.6% on the day. Bruh. Is it really surprising though? I'm shocked it's still holding a $2.64 billion market cap, to be honest. We have Jupiter up 3.3% today, $1.26. BCH is up to up 3.5% to $484. Not bad. HBAR is down 3% today to 11 cents, 11.4 to be exact. We have Conflux up 1.8, 22 cents. Not bad. Is anybody holding Conflux? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Good morning, Mr. Geek of all trades. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate you. All right, flashbang. Fear and Greed Index looking like a 73. Let me refresh. Yep, 73. Next update will happen in 11 hours. We're still looking pretty good. We're still under the 75 mark. So to be honest, me, this is just neutral. Once it gets over 75, that's when we start getting into the greed and start really needing to pay attention, because we're either going to get a big surge and it's going to go up to like the 80, 90s, or, you know, people are going to freak out and sell. So to each his own. Do what you want. It's your money, not mine. Trending coins over here. We have three, whatever this is. Three is down 2.8%. We have Insure DeFi up 3.2%. No idea what that is. And Bioeconomy. Heard of this one? Not invested. 1.3% up on the day to 53 cents. All right, top 10 coins by coin market cap. Over on CoinGecko, we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, Solana, USDC, Lido Staked, Ether, XRP, Toncoin, and Dogecoin still in 10th place at a $22.3 billion market cap. Cardano's in 11th place, as you guys know, 48 cents, $16.9 billion market cap. I'm still what do you guys think about Toncoin? Is Ton gonna stay here for a while? Let me know. Steven Cicero, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good morning. If you guys have any questions, feel free to add me in the chat. Gonzo Miner, good morning, Vietnam. Oh, RIP Robin Williams. That was the best. All right, we have Shiba Inu in 12th place. I'm hoping Shiba pumps again. I guess it's going up right now, right? A few things going up. Toncoin's coming down. BNB's going down. Interesting. All right, let's see what else. Litecoin, it's still undervalued, my opinion. I think Litecoin is one of them coins that you should probably put a decent amount of your stuff in. That's just my opinion. I think it's gonna do very well. 2017 bull run, 2021 bull run. 2024 is coming. All-time high was 410 bucks. It is down 80% or 79 as of right now. So take it as you will. Let's see. What other coins are you guys like looking at? What other coins are you guys looking at? I know, actually, you know what? Crypto KJ was crying about Radiant. Let's see. Is it RXD? Yeah, see, like, I've never been into Radiant. I don't know why. Oh, man. It has taken a shit, huh? Oh, my God.
Bruh.
That's terrible. What's going on here? What's going on with Radiant? This might be a good buying opportunity, though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Max, I got something for you, bro. I got something for you, but I can't play it until the end, so you better stick around. Yeah, so Radiant, this might be a good buying opportunity. So, like, all right, this is a pure example of coins that can make you a lot of money when they're rated really high on the chart of coins, right? This is 1381. All right, it's above top 1,000. All right, it is definitely a gamble, but it's a tenth of a penny. It's a mineable coin, and if this project pops for some stupid reason, which, you know, any project really can, who knows? I don't know, but this could happen. One miner owns 99% of Radiant still. What? Is that true? DJ Mines, what's up, dude? The Dukin, by the way. Good to see you.
Perfect.
Good to see you. I didn't know that. Is that true? Tell me that's not true. Apparently, really, Andrew Masad says, wow. Wow, I didn't know that. All right, well, that could be a reason people are nervous about that shit. That's crazy. What's his all-time high? 88% down about a year ago, April 15th. Man. Yeah, but see, like, this is when, like, I would want to get in, because, like, you want to get in when people are scared, right? But at the same time, that's crazy for somebody to really hold that. Radiant is dumping because lots of ASICs are mining it. Also, a lot of coins availability. Yeah, you know what though? Like, you should just swap into it. If you want to get this coin, like, just mine something that's profitable, sell it and swap it. Like, why wouldn't you just do that? You know what I mean? Where can you get it? You're not on Trade Ogre? Yeah, you can. Zexeg, is that how you're supposed to say that? I'm just gonna call it the Egg Exchange. DeFi, DeFinex, is that how you say that? Maybe MEXC, CoinX. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, you guys could just mine what's profitable and sell it. Just saying. That's what I would do. That's just, I mean, I don't know. But hey, I don't know. I don't have a wallet for it, so I can't hold it anyways. I don't even know why I'm saying it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I could download one, but nonetheless. Actually, wait, is it on Tangem yet? Hold on. Does anybody know? Is it on Tangem? How do I even know? Can I go to Tangem? Let's see. If you guys are interested in Tangent, by the way, TCXD gets you 10% off, but isn't there a coin list that I can search? There is. Nope. It's not on here yet. Not yet. Nope, not yet. Checked yesterday. Nope, they're still working on it. Interesting. Tangent has a shit ton of coins, though, to be honest. So this is, honestly, this is by far my favorite wallet. It's so easy, and I love the swapping feature inside of it. It's so freaking simple. It really is. I swapped, actually, so, you know, fun fact for people, by the way, I swapped from what's it called, USDT on Tron network. So Coinbase doesn't take USDT on the Tron network, so I had to swap it inside my wallet for Litecoin. If you guys are gonna send any money around, use Litecoin. Just swap it into Litecoin, because everything accepts Litecoin pretty much, right? Just swap it into Litecoin and then send the Litecoin to Coinbase or your off-ramping platform, and then that way it's like the cheapest on fees, and you can sell it out pretty decent, and it's fairly quick. It's like within 5-10 minutes tops. So that's how I bought the solar stuff yesterday. If you guys saw that video, go check it out. I actually I did purchase that unit. All right, moving on to the mining segment of things. Let's see, we have the Bitmain Antminer KS5 Pro 21 terahashes at 10 cents per kilowatt hour is making $88.32. You guys know I like to timestamp this stuff so I can go back and look, just like I did on that Lithium video. We could see what that AL box was, which is only making 40 bucks a day right now. But anyways, KS5 20 terahash unit is making 84.12. We have the KS5L 12 terahash unit making 46.63. The AL box 360 gigahash 180 watts, $39.89. To be honest, like, it's It's so much lower than it was, but this really isn't bad. The price is what's bad. That's just my opinion. Because like if you look at it, right, if I change this to 30 cents, that was making $39. Okay, now it's making 37. I could pay $1 in electricity and still make $34 a day. Like what? It's crazy. It's crazy how like awesome that miner is as a whole, but at the same time I'm wondering if big units are gonna come out and just completely flood it. What just happened? Did I go down to 6th on me? All right, we're gonna refresh this page because I feel like that just got screwed up. Okay, apparently the profitability went down, but nonetheless, you guys saw what I was talking about, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, the MKS Max 11 terahash unit making 39 bucks a day, 39.73. We got the Windminer K9 making 39 bucks, even just about. Again, the AL box now making 37.73. The KS3 from Ice River 8 terahash unit is making $28.81 a day. That's kind of an oof. And the KS3 M6 terahash unit making $19.21. Also an oof. But it's fine. Listen, how much are these units going for? Are they really going for 7,000 still? Or did they didn't they discontinue them actually? Am I wrong? I thought they discontinued these. I think they did. Anyways, Bitmain Antminer L7 9050. I got mine down at Terra Hosting. If you guys are interested in hosting, please go check them out, because to be honest, 30 cents versus paying 9.5 or 10 cents or whatever it is down here, it's way worth it. I'm making $11.64 a day in profit after electricity down here. So that's, I mean, listen, I was so scared to host and I didn't want to do it because like, mainly because I'm a YouTuber and I have like, I want stuff. Like everybody wants to be like Panda, the infamous guy with shit all over his floor and just GPUs everywhere and ASICs everywhere. But I bit the bullet, sent all my stuff down there, and it's like I regretted it at first, but now like I really don't, because I can run everything. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm going more towards solar stuff too, and just keeping the efficient stuff here. It just makes total sense, you know. Let's see, the X16Q, I got this thing running actually right next to me on the floor at 30 cents kilowatt hour. I'm still making over $5, but this thing's actually making $8.14 at 10 cents kilowatt hour. They need to start hosting these. That's what needs to happen. Somebody talk to Hawk. We need to get Terra to host these. Please, please. It'd be so cheap and I'd make so much money. I would buy more. I would absolutely buy more of these if that was the case. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Natoshi Sakamoto said 450 day ROI. Yes, not for this one. Not for this one. For the X4Q, yes. You're looking at over a 2-year ROI. Look at 35 months. That's gross. You know what's funny? You know what I love? Can we be real for a second? I love when people don't watch my full videos and they bitch in the comments like they know what they're talking about, and then I just get to stomp on them for being stupid, not listening to the video, because you know they skip through it, or they're just ignorant to the fact they don't know what they're talking about and they want to complain. What the hell just happened? That song didn't work. Weird. Huh. Anyways, yeah, so listen to my full videos before you comment, please. Just saying. But I did say for a fact the that's not this one. That's the X4. X4Q is down here. Sorry, the X4Q. Yeah, I legit say this will ROI in 2 years. Point blank. End of story. It's going to take 2 years to pay it off. So, I mean, that's obviously with the price of Ethereum Classic at this time of recording. So, you guys take it as you will. Do what you want. It's your money, not mine. I don't really give a shit what you buy. Let's see, the Ice River KS0 Pro 200 gigahash unit making 67 cents. Oh, Natoshi Sakamoto, I wasn't calling you out. I promise. I promise. That was regarding somebody that commented on one of my videos yesterday. All right, KS0 Pro again, making 67 cents a day. It's a 10 cents kilowatt hour. That sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that sucks. But it's still better than the KS1. What is the KS1 looking like? Where is that? KS1 1 terahash unit making $3.12. If I have 5 of those, it is making more than that because I'm pulling 500 watts. So yeah, man, that sucks. That's crazy how low those have gotten. But again, we knew this was coming. We knew it was coming. All right, S19K Pro at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, 120 terahash unit. I am still losing a quarter a day. Bruh. The hell, man. Bitcoin is $67,000 and I'm losing I'm losing a quarter a day running this machine. God damn it. Damn you. That's terrible. That's miserable. All right, moving on to GPUs. Let's see. What's the most profitable coin? Still some sort of split between Ironfish and dual mining Ironfish. Nice on pretty much everything. And Cortex on the 4080. Conflux and Husat. Is that not what it's called? Is it Husat? Yeah, it is Husat. I don't know why I always like hesitate to say that. Conflux and Husat. We have Xano on the 7900 XT. We have Eternity on the 3070 and Ergo and Pyron. Well, that's an interesting combo. Ergo, how's Ergo doing? I haven't looked at Ergo in forever. Ergo. Hawk actually did a good video with these guys. If you guys don't know what the Rosin Bridge, is that what it's called? Go check that video out. It was actually pretty interesting. Let's see. How's it been doing over the past year? So it's about where it was a year ago. Oh shit, it had a run up. Damn. Beginning of March, huh? Is that when the Rosin Bridge stuff came out? Probably. $2.48. Damn, Hawk pumping the market. Look at that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, but maybe. I mean, hey, listen, I think this is when all the news came out. It was about a month ago. Maybe 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting. Yeah, Ergo's at only $100 million market cap, so it definitely has room to grow. The only thing that like stinks about Ergo is like I wish they listened to like Soat and stuff when he literally warned them about the issues they were gonna have, and they just basically said, oh well. So that was kind of shitty, but at the same time, like whatever, you live and you learn. They fixed it. It is what it is. Get over it. Dwell on the past. It's not gonna get you anywhere in life. 4 cents for Pyron. I just wanted to check. I'm still mining Pyron over to unmineable for Caspa. Wait, in March Pyron went up to 21 cents. Oh, I guess, yeah. Was it really March? Man, I feel like that's like way sooner than I thought it was. Anyways, all right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? Chlor on the Radeon 7. How's Chlor looking actually? This is like a recap of everything because I just have not been paying attention to the market really. Chlor 0.9% up today, 18 cents. Is anybody still holding Chlor? Man, I really wish this coin was on frickin' Tangem or something. I really do, because you can't add this one to the wallet. This is like a main chain. Interesting. Let's see. DJ Mine's got hacked again. Yusuf, yes. Yes. It's not funny. It's unfortunate. But DJ, what the is happening? Stop watching Prawn. You sold your Chlor at the top. Good job. Good for you, man. Good for you. All right, moving on to mining pool stats. Let's see if there's any new coins. Lux chain. I looked at this yesterday and the other day. ETH hash coin 11 days ago. To each his own. Feel free to mine it if you want. Pyron. Hopefully we see some price appreciation roughly about a couple weeks after it happens, but block reward reduced from 17 to 14. This is a fifth inning happening, and Ethereum Classic in 12 days. I hope that these two coins appreciate nicely. I mean, that's the hopes anyways, right? Because Octaspace went from 2.3 to 1.85, and if you guys have seen what's Octaspace looking like today, actually, Octaspace is down 2.75%, but dude, it hit a new all-time high. It's at about $2 right now, $1.98. It hit $2.19. This was amazing. I solo mined this for a while on my X16Q. All of my Jazz miners actually, and dude, it freaking killed it. I was like, holy shit. I looked at my wallet the other day. I was like, god damn. I'm like, Octaspace must be pumping. The only thing that sucks is I can't sell it anywhere besides like one of these sketchy exchanges. No offense, but I don't like sending my stuff to those. So I try, if I could swap anything inside Tangem, I will. So like, man, those Changely or whoever, whatever companies are inside Tangem for swapping, there's like 3 separate ones or something. Please add Octaspace so I can get out of it. That would be amazing. All right, let's move on to the news segment of things. I'm tired of talking. It's early. Let's do it. This one wasn't bad. What are you saying, DJ? Oh, about your hack. All right. Anyways, April's market wobble was an overreaction to inflation data, says Fundstrat's Tom Lee. Let's see what they got to say over here on CNBC. Let's do it.
So with AI set to dominate and be the theme in the market for the next few days, could your money be at risk if NVIDIA pulls up lame?
Wait, few days.
Let's talk about it with our friend Tom Lee, Fundstrat managing partner and head of research, CNBC contributor, and a guy that remained resolute and strong and long even when things were looking shaky a couple of weeks ago. Tom, maybe what did you see that others missed?
Could have been weird if said it the other way, long and strong.
Well, you know, we're talking about why markets recovered. To us, the April wobble was really a market overreaction to a string of some inflationary data and then a fear that the Fed was going to turn hawkish and potentially raise rates. I think that that is pessimism really pushed to the extreme at a time when I didn't think markets were exhausted, that a top wasn't in place. So to me, it was a healthy pullback. But, you know, it's been important to buy in May. I mean, the market's up 6% since then, and there's still $6 trillion of cash on the sidelines. And, you know, investors actually been pulling money out of stocks the last 2 weeks as well.
Did we overstate the importance of just one company, NVIDIA?
We did not, because as you sort of set up, NVIDIA is really one of the most important companies today because they are supplying a key piece of what is powering all of this innovation in AI. I mean, everything else is really tagging along with actually the value creation because of NVIDIA chips. So it's an important company and an important week.
Alien Black, that's horrible.
NVIDIA on Wednesday. If they come in a little weak, the stock's been weak, so it seems like the market is ratcheting down some of the expectations. So give us the scenarios, Tom, if NVIDIA meets or, you know, misses or meets or has a giant beat. What do you think is the implication for the macro market?
Well, you know, it's going to obviously be a disappointment and a negative shock if NVIDIA misses expectations. And, you know, they are very lofty expectations. I would think investors are going to be nervous, but ultimately it would be I think a prelude to a market broadening because investors who own a lot of NVIDIA might want to look for other stocks that are starting to show promise. If NVIDIA beats expectations, because I'm assuming you're going to ask me that, I think it's going to pull money off the sidelines. And I think, again, it probably helps propel a broadening of this market rally. I mean, I think there have been other groups starting to participate, like energy materials this week.
Yeah.
But it would be better to see a beat than a miss.
Yeah, I feel like energy, you look at stocks like a Vistra, I'm not asking you to go into individual names, but a lot of these energy-related stocks have soared because of AI, because they know that the demand for power, literally electricity, is going to soar so high if we actually do complete all these data centers that NVIDIA is helping to, you know, the chips to power all the AI revolution kind of.
God, that would suck. That would really suck. Sorry to cut him off, but that would really suck if we got higher electric rates because of all this. God, I would cry. But at the same time, it's like, that's kind of why I want to go towards the solar stuff. And like, I mean, I've already been in it, but like, that's why I'm taking it more seriously now. It just makes sense, man. I can't pay these electric bills. Like 30 cents around here sucks. Like over in the UK, what are you guys paying? Like 50 cents or some shit? It's crazy. It's insane.
Runs through energy. What else, though, besides NVIDIA, Tom, right now? I'm sure the Federal Reserve is on this list. What else matters most to you and Mark Newton and your team at Fundstrat for the macro market?
Well, we're, next week there is quite a lot of Fed speak, including Powell speaking on Sunday, but it's a commencement speech. And there is some macro. I don't think it's going to be as central as NVIDIA, but, you know, we have the FOMC minutes on Wednesday. And I think the other AI event next week is really Microsoft, because they have something related to Surface on Monday, and then they have the 3-day conference Build starting Tuesday. So it really brings a lot of AI into focus. I actually think a lot of smaller supporting and ancillary like edge companies that do AI are going to do well next week because of those events.
Yeah, I mean, truly next week, we just showed the Federal Reserve meeting dates. Last question, Tom, where do you fall in that? I mean, it's been up and down. We started the year with what, 6 rate cut expectations? That's toast. I don't think we'll get one. Do you think we'll get any?
I think how many cuts we get really depends on how much progress we make on inflation and hopefully a job market that doesn't stay red hot. I think it's been good to see the job market.
The Fed rate decisions, basis point, what? They paused everything?
cooling.
That's crazy. Look at all the pauses. That's nuts.
And inflation, I think it's the components are moving in the right direction. So I'm more optimistic that we'll see more than 2 cuts, which is what's being priced into markets today.
Wow, that was actually kind of shocking. Yeah, dude, but that's like the main reason. I bought this unit yesterday, by the way. Shout out to Signature Solar. Like I said, I'm going to be partnering with them, but I did have to pay for this, right, at a discounted rate. But like, look at the, I don't know, this setup. Like, this is the only way to go for me. And by the way, I guess these are for Lightning. Mr. Geek of All Trades said that in one of the comments. I had no idea what these were. Oop, these spaceship things right here. I still don't even understand how to hook them up. Like, where do I put them on the panels? Tell me. But yeah, no, I'm gonna I just dropped a video about this yesterday, just kind of talking about it with you guys and going over it. Like, this is literally like the easiest kit apparently to set up, and I can't pay. I would rather just put money towards this. Like, my highest electric bill mining cryptocurrency was $3,200. Like, I'm sorry, I can't pay that anymore. It's insane. All right, it's insane. So I am going to go fully to solar and figure this out, and then once I get this, I can just expand on this unit, because you can run 16 of these in parallel together, which is freaking crazy. So anyways, I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, leave a comment please, I'd appreciate it. Biggest AI winners will come down to Meta and Google. Let's see what they got to say about this BS over here on CNBC as well. Let's do it.
Deepwater Asset Management's Gene Munster joins us now. Gene, it's great to see you. I mean, you know, if we want to unify Apple and Tesla being longer-term laggards, it might be that they just don't feel very directly leveraged to the current phase of the AI boom. How would you treat each one?
Well, I think that both of them will have a profound impact from AI. And if we start with Tesla, this, of course, is not a growth period for the company. Deliveries this year are going to be down slightly from last year. It's just a remarkable revelation related to the slowdown in the business. But I do believe that FSD is a massive opportunity for them, and that, of course, is powered by AI. If you look at what they've achieved on FSD over the past 3 months, it has been remarkable. The acceleration in miles driven that grew 73% in the March quarter. That compares to a 56% growth in the September quarter and 64% in June. So we see an acceleration of autonomous miles driven off of a higher base. That is an indication that something is happening. Now that, of course, is driven by AI. When it comes to Apple, this piece is a little bit more of a windy road when it comes to AI. And I think what we learned this week relative to OpenAI and Google was remarkable, especially OpenAI and what they showed with their multimodal real-time demos. And I think that that really underscores the importance for Apple to partner initially around AI. I think that that will be a welcome change to the products, but in general, I think that the first chapter, call it the first year of Apple and AI, is going to be a partnership approach to really enable this generative and multimodal features across the product line. So, Mike, I think they're both going to benefit, but at different degrees.
And more broadly, Gene, you know, I was talking about this yesterday, where if you looked at the kinds of companies participating in AI in one way or another, it has been the build out of the infrastructure that has been very obvious. We're going to get NVIDIA's numbers next week. And then you have some implementers like Meta or others that are much more tangibly deploying various kinds of AI. And then you have every other company that says they have an AI strategy and it's going to maybe fuel productivity, and you don't really see much effect. So I guess, how would you think it stages from here?
Well, I think maybe at just the highest level, maybe start at the market level and then talk about a couple of the companies. But at the highest level, I think the way this stages out is that we're in the early stages of what is a 3 to 5 year bull market. And that may seem out of touch given the market run that we've had more recently. The run more recently has been part AI driven, part interest rate driven. But if you ultimately believe in the substance of AI is going to be greater than the hype, then the market is going to continue. So I think that the broader tech trade is going to continue to do well. This is going to end in a spectacular bursting of a bubble. But I think there's a lot of wealth creation that can happen between now and then. But as far as some specifics, I just want to highlight a couple, just one dynamic amongst, I think, some of the bigger AI companies, and specifically related to Meta and Google. And these are both part of our flagship Titan product. But Those two companies are unique because their AI future is not dependent on someone else. They both have their own models, Llama, of course, and with Google, it's Gemini. But if you go to Microsoft, Apple, look at what Amazon's doing, all of those are requiring third-party models to really power what they're doing. And so I think that's one dynamic. So when I think about just really cutting to who are going to be some of the biggest winners in AI specifically, I think it comes down to Meta and Google.
Awesome. All right, real quick, Dakota Miner said, I need a cement pad and a shed to go with the solar. Yeah, that's going to be my plan to do something. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, to be honest, but I still want to utilize the trailer to keep the solar stuff in, but we'll see about the shed. I'm not sure. All right, investors should hold stocks for the next couple of years, says BlackRock's Rick Ryder, if that's his name. All right, let's get into it.
He is BlackRock's CIO of Global Fixed Income and head of the global allocation team. It's good to have you, and it's good to have you back here post 9. Okay, so your thoughts on stocks at record highs?
Yeah. So can I go to something Joe said?
Yeah.
People don't realize 110 billion of an authorized stock buyback. The average S&P 500 market cap, strip out the Mag 7, is 65 billion. They're buying 2 S&P 500 average-sized companies per annum. That number is staggering. By the way, I was looking at the whole market cap in the New Zealand stock market is like 90 billion. What they're doing, it's pretty incredible. By the way, you take the other Mag 7, I looked at 4 of them. They're buying back 320 billion a stock. The IPO calendar is 13 billion. The technicals in the equity market are truly staggering. So, listen, I think the earnings, the revenue, sales wasn't that good. I mean, if you go and we talk about retailers, we talk about consumer, wasn't that good, but the earnings are actually pretty good. There's stickiness to margins, the software development, AI implementation, et cetera. It's pretty impressive. Earnings are still pretty good. And so anyway, I know we've talked about it a bunch of times. I think people underestimate. You got an incredible technical in equities, and you're still throwing off 18, 19% ROE for the average S&P 500 company. It's pretty impressive.
Okay, so you were on with me, I think, right around the time of the April low. And I asked you your views on the markets, and you just said plainly, equities are going higher.
Yeah.
What made you so sure?
Yeah.
And is it earnings, the reason why?
So, I mean, it's two things. I mean, so I've learned in my career, sometimes the hard way, that the technicals matter arguably more than the fundamentals. When you buy back that much stock, $1 trillion of equity buyback against 13 trillion IPO calendar, and you think about just normal, there's 9 trillion of money sitting in cash, the normal wealth creation, salary, X amount goes into 401k, the technicals are pretty good. The other side of it is, and we'll talk about consumer, there is definitely some moderation that you're seeing in the consumer. But gosh, when you talk about this sort of earnings, this persistent ROE, and you're buying back, think about what the equity market is today. It is functionally taking top-line revenue or top-line GDP of the economy, running at 4.5% to 5% nominal GDP, and it's an operating leverage machine that's throwing off, what are terrific earnings. So anyway, I still think it's going higher. Listen, is the multiple a figure too high? I think so, but I also think you'll work your way through that pretty quickly.
How much higher? What makes sense?
So, if you said to me, how much more will I get? We'll talk about what would you do in a balanced portfolio today? Could you get another 10, 15% of the equity market this year? I don't think it's much of a stretch at all. Could you get a bit more than that? Yeah, I think you could.
10 to 15%, not much of a stretch at all. And that's because of continued earnings power, along with all of these other levers that we see at play, whether it's buybacks and CapEx and everything else? So
I think it's the buybacks. I think it's the fact that the earnings are still pretty good. And listen, I do think as you get to the back half of the year, there's such an incredible focus, which I think, by the way, too intense about where the interest rate is. My sense is that we're moving to a Fed that's put the bar high for raising rates and would like to still get another cut or two in. And I think when people see that, you'll get another push in terms of the equity market. Listen, I'm not saying like jump all in today given the move we had, but I do think you can build a balanced portfolio, and I would hold equity certainly for the next couple of years, and they'll do their job.
Do you think cuts matter at this point?
So, I say one thing about, I've looked at companies for almost 40 years now. Companies today are not terribly sensitive to the interest rate move. They termed out their debt. You think about how low rates were. Most companies turn their debt out. Actually, a lot of companies are sitting on huge amounts of cash that are benefiting for these high interest rates. The places that are the cyclical parts of the economy are definitely, you've seen some pressure in a lot of the cyclical parts of the economy. You're seeing that now in the consumer. but companies are much more insensitive to interest rates than they've ever been before. Listen, markets will react to it. If you start to get those cuts, markets will react. But I think people will be surprised, like they've been heretofore, that if rates stay about where they are, the equity market can move along.
Is that one of the biggest surprises, you think, that, expectations or fears that if you keep rates as high as they've been for as long as they've now been, that ultimately you would have corporate rollover, so to speak? They would just fall under the weight of these heavy and high rates. You're suggesting counterintuitively that they've actually worked in their favor in some respects.
It's pretty extraordinary. So you think about where we've come from. Well, since World War II, the largest transfer of money from the public sector to the private sector, massive amount of money that flowed through to households and corporates, and you kept interest rates extremely low, too low for as long a period of time. Companies termed their debt out. So now you have this dynamic. I always think it's funny when people come on the show and they say, gosh, if we go to a 3.5% 10-year, the equity market can't take it. If we go to 4.5 is the number. It's just not that impactful. You think about the Mag 7. They fund their capex or R&D through free cash flow generation. They're not borrowing to. They do some borrowing to make sure their balance sheet, the cap structure of their balance sheet is right, but they're funding what they're doing through free cash flow. So I just think it's grossly overstated. In fact, I think much of the economy today is benefiting from high interest rates. High income is, you see that in all the interest income coming in.
Interesting. All right, real quick, I want to show you guys this. So check this out, right? This is pretty neat, actually. This carport thing that they have this carport like gazebo thing on Signature Solar's website. The only thing that sucks about it is I can't get it delivered to my house. But look at this thing. Could you imagine having this over my driveway? That'd be so sick. It'd be so easy to just throw this thing up and call it a day with the solar stuff. We can talk about this after, but yeah, you need like a loading dock to be able to deliver this to, because it's like stupid heavy. But it's for farmers and carports. Those are fake cows. Those fake cows? What in the hell? I just realized those are fake. That's a riot. That is a riot, but I guess that's hey, whatever. I was gonna do something similar to this though over my kids' like swing set, kind of keep them out of the sun, right? Just like in that one area. I don't know. We'll see. Depends, but I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty neat. All right, let's move on to Crypto World. CNBC television. Bitcoin breaks 6-week losing streak, climbs to 67,000. Let's see what they got to say about it. Hit that like button, guys. Appreciate you for hanging out. Let's do it.
Today, Bitcoin notches its first positive week in over a month. Congress passes a bill to roll back a contentious SEC rule focused on crypto holdings.
Crypto Michael, I'm not sure. That's a good question if that's minus the panels or not. I think the panels come with that kit. I'll look. Give me a second.
And Exodus CEO JP Richardson updates us on the SEC review that delayed the crypto wallet company's debut on the NYSE American Exchange.
Oh, geez. But you know what? Actually, we'll go over the solar stuff at the end of the video when we recap stuff. We'll look at it.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Tanea McKeel. Cryptocurrencies are on the rise this morning, adding to a week of big gains. By noon Eastern, Bitcoin rose to $67,000, a 2% increase in the past 24 hours. At the same time, Ether climbed more than 5% to $3,100. And Solana also got a boost, rising to just under $170.
You guys don't get to 100 likes. I'm going to show you my cleavage.
Max, Jesus Christ, can't take him anywhere.
On to the latest inflation data out this week, which show that price increases are slowing. That, of course, bolstered hopes that the Fed might be more inclined to cut rates, which investors, including crypto investors, have been waiting for. I mentioned that it's been a pretty good week for crypto, with Bitcoin jumping nearly 11% in the past 7 days. The cryptocurrency is having its best week since the start of March and is on pace to break a 6-week losing streak.
Perfect.
Ether rose a slightly more modest 7%, but that still makes it its first winning week in 3 and its best week since early March as well. Compare that.
What do you guys think, though? Are we going to see a pullback on Ethereum? I forgot the ETF is next week. It's the 23rd, right? The approval or denial. It's going to be a denial for sure, in my opinion. But they're just going to extend it until they can't anymore. But what do you guys think? Buy a rumor, sell the news type deal? Should we get out of it for a little bit and then go back into it?
That to the S&P 500, which looks set to close out the week about 1.5%.
I have a feeling this is going to happen. It's going to have a pullback.
Okay, let's talk about the top
My
stories.
opinion.
Congress has passed a bill to roll back an SEC guideline for businesses holding crypto. The rule, SAB 121, took effect in 2022 and requires companies holding crypto assets to report them both as a liability and as an asset. Some have argued SAB 121 creates confusing or restrictive accounting standards for companies wanting to deal in crypto. The SEC, meanwhile, argues those rules help fend off technological, legal, and regulatory risks that the agency says aren't present in safeguarding non-crypto assets. Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis, who's famously pro-crypto, said it was the first time Congress had passed standalone crypto legislation. She also called the passage of the bill a win for financial innovation and a rebuke of the way the Biden administration and Gary Gensler have persecuted crypto.
Perfect.
Speaking of the president, it now heads to his desk, either to sign.
I have the funniest video to show you guys after this. It's a freaking riot.
Or veto. Next, Hong Kong is launching a pilot to let residents use the digital yuan.
Because I'll get hit.
This morning, the region's monetary authority announced a partnership with the People's Bank of China to expand a pilot program for the ECNY, letting Hong Kong residents set up digital wallets from China's central bank. Residents can use those wallets for cross-boundary payments with mainland China, but can't be used for person-to-person payments. China launched its central bank digital currency as a pilot program in 2020. Since then, usage of ECNY has steadily expanded access to new regions across the country. The Atlantic Council estimates about 260 million users across China now use the CBDC. All right, let's talk about Exodus for our main story.
Does anybody still use Exodus Wallet? Let me know in the chat. I started with that. That was my first app, and then I went to Trust Wallet because there was a lot of BS going on with Exodus. It was just, I don't know, something about it. It was just being sketchy. And I heard some people getting hacked and random shit. So I moved over to Tangent, but I still have Exodus. I just don't use it anymore. I have a little bit on it, I don't think. Or I think, but not much. But yeah, let me know if you do in the chat.
The company behind Exodus Wallet was supposed to list on the New York Stock Exchange American Exchange last week, but an SEC review put that debut on hold. JP Richardson, the company's CEO, spoke to Crypto World's Jordan Smith about that delay. He also weighs in on the rate of adoption for self-custody wallets.
JP, thank you so much for joining me. I want to start with Exodus's public debut. You were supposed to list on the NYSE American Exchange last week. That was put on pause pending an SEC review. Can you talk to me about where things stand right now in that process and sort of what your expectations are going forward?
Absolutely. So thank you for having me. So yeah, as you mentioned, NYSE, they called us the day before and they said they had to pull the listing until the SEC completes our review. So naturally, since we are a public company already, we are going to continue to work with the SEC on the SEC to complete our review. But the exciting part for us is that in Q1, we just came off the biggest quarter yet. And that moment allowed the team to fly out to New York and celebrate the moment, regardless of having a really record-setting quarter of $29 million in revenue.
Yeah. I want to talk about the company itself and sort of what it feels like in the crypto industry right now in just a second. But just to put a final point on what's going on with that review, did the SEC give you any sort of information on what they're looking into or what the process would be like, how long it would take? And I guess also separate from that, once you do get a final answer from there, I'm assuming that you intend to move forward as normal, as long as everything comes up clean.
Yeah, the communication on this particular listing came from the New York Stock Exchange directly. And so we're just continuing to work with the SEC on the review. And so the review is just standard for this actual listing and filing. So no, we haven't had anything from the SEC specific to the listing. It's just par for the course of empowering the SEC to finish their review.
Understood. Let's talk about the company, especially in this time we're in right now, where we've had a really huge comeback for crypto so far in 2024. We're seeing a rally right now this week. But for your business specifically, what has 2024 looked like for you, given this sort of return of interest for crypto?
Yeah, as mentioned, record-setting quarter of 29 million in revenue, which is 118% year over year. And so what we're seeing right now is consumers, again, are really excited about digital assets, Bitcoin in particular. We all saw that the Bitcoin ETFs were approved in early of 2024. And so this has driven a lot of excitement and interest in the industry, in Exodus, entirely. So it's really fun to watch and see the growth of the industry and our company in particular.
Yeah, I want to talk about sort of adoption in the industry overall because, you know, one of the things that we saw after the collapse of FTX and the bankruptcies and the uncertainty around banking in general in March of 2023 was this mantra of, you know, not your keys, not your crypto, everybody look into cold storage wallets. Talk about for you what adoption looked like after all of those events. If really people took that to heart and started looking into cold storage wallets, did people sort of listen to that advice?
Absolutely. So back in November of 2022, when FTX collapsed, you know, people were using FTX, people were excited about FTX, but when that moment, that smacked the industry in the face to wake people up that when you use products like exchanges like FTX, you are putting your money at the risk of another institution, another custodian. So when you use a product like Exodus, it's 100% self-custodial, so you have control of your assets. So back in November of 2022, we had record-setting adoption of people coming in and downloading Exodus and using Exodus up until this last quarter of Q1 of 2024. So yeah, we've seen a lot of adoption since that moment.
The lul's right here. It's in the parking lot. It's like facing the parking lot. You see a reflection in the window.
You know, Reuters had a story out, I believe it was yesterday, that talked about how these services that help people get back into their wallets are sort of having a boom right now because so many people are paying attention to the rally in crypto. They're trying to get their funds back. But that made me think about this question around what consumer or retail investor education looks like, and if they're more knowledgeable in this cycle than they were last time. For your business, are the types of customers or the investors that you're seeing showing a little more savviness when it comes to crypto in this cycle?
Absolutely. So crypto and Bitcoin in particular, these assets have been around for quite some time. So that education has made its way to the mainstream, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And so that's why Exodus is a company, we have a YouTube channel where we educate people on how to use.
Wait, they have a YouTube channel? What?
Cryptocurrency, how to use self-custodial products, and more importantly, how to secure your self-custodial assets. So we are seeing a little more savviness, but there's still, I think, more opportunity to do more education in this space.
I want to ask about regulation separate from what we talked about earlier.
Holy shit, they got 132 subs. 132,000. Jesus. I didn't even know they had their own YouTube channel. That's great. Wait, what? That girl Leia's on it? What the hell? I had no idea they had a YouTube channel. That's right.
Earlier, more just, you know, the regulatory environment in the U.S. right now. Obviously, there's a lot of enforcement action going on right now, but there's also hope around potential crypto bills moving forward in the House. You know, Patrick McHenry just this week said that we could see a floor vote on his crypto bill. Are you optimistic about where regulation is in the U.S. this year? If we'll make good headway before the election, which will pretty much put everything on pause once we get closer to November?
Absolutely. I think what people are seeing is that there are 50 million Americans that own cryptocurrency. And so it doesn't matter if a person's a Republican or Democrat, cryptocurrency is becoming a popular thing amongst Americans. So I'm confident that politicians, as we get closer to the election, are going to start to realize this more and more and more. And it will become a hot issue for the election. And again, I think more and more politicians will embrace cryptocurrency since Americans have embraced cryptocurrency.
Well, we're not going to have a choice. They're not going to have a choice to embrace cryptocurrency because, I mean, let's be real. The people that are around right now running for office, I hate to be morbid, but like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, then people are going to be gone. And then guess what? Cryptocurrency is going to be here to stay. That's it. All right, Altcoin Daily. Let's check it out. Breaking institutions and pensions buying BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. Let's see what they got to say over here. We actually watched this news clip yesterday, and then we're going to get into the recap of solar stuff. Let's do it.
I think the institutional adoption is happening now. A lot of smart institutions are saying, let me get long this thing. I think it pays to be early in Bitcoin, and I think we're still early in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin price is surging as BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF sees its highest inflows in months. This is because state pension funds are now buying Bitcoin. The State of Wisconsin Investment Board invests nearly $100 million in BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. Eric Balchunas, the senior ETF analyst for Bloomberg, shares why pensions buying Bitcoin is significant. Pensions are probably the hardest investor type to land, says Eric Balchunas.
Wait, real quick, is he really? Anthony Scaramucci doesn't like Trump? I didn't know that. I don't pay attention to politics that much, to be honest. I don't care.
Senior ETF analyst who
It's fucking all
likened
noise.
it to landing a sailfish.
It's like those rats on Twitter. It's just all noise. Like, I don't care.
Which I guess is a big deal. Pensions are very picky. They have access to everything, and usually it takes a while for them to bite, Balchunas said. And so the fact that they bit so quickly, it's a good sign. To me, it's more of a testament that BlackRock's ETF got so liquid so quickly. That really, in my opinion, opened it up to anyone, because advisors will bite on lesser traded stuff and retail will bite on anything, but institutions, they've got to be liquid. It's really, I think, a testament to the volume that BlackRock's ETF was able to produce that made the institution probably comfortable. Balchunas added that the idea that pension plans would use the Bitcoin ETF, I think, is also a big win for ETFs, he says. Anthony Scaramucci, founder of Skybridge Capital, explains why institutional adoption like this is a big deal.
I think Financial Failure said them old dudes got 5 years tops. I wasn't being that morbid, but you know what I mean? Like, for real, it's going to be younger crowd coming in. And then eventually it's just going to go to a digital age. I mean, listen, all the kids that are born today, all the kids that are, what, 16 years old have been in a world that Bitcoin has existed. It's crazy, right? I mean, just think about it. We already go pretty much all digital anyways. How many of us really carry cash? Unless you own a business where you like exchange cash, you know, for something, services or whatever. Most of us don't carry cash. I mean, yeah, maybe an emergency a little bit, but most of it's just your debit card or your credit card. Like, it's already digital. We're just going more that way with crypto at some point.
I think the institutional adoption is happening now. The state of Wisconsin announced we expect other pension funds to announce. And of course, Bitcoin now has the regulatory approval. And I think that was the rate limiting step for a lot of these large scale institutions. And just remember, if you're not long Bitcoin, you're possibly short Bitcoin in the sense that if you believe, and I think BlackRock has more or less said this, that this will be part of a long-term tactical asset allocation strategy for institutional investors, then at some point you've got to get long Bitcoin. Is it 1% of Bitcoin, 1.5% Bitcoin? I don't know. So a lot of smart institutions are saying, let me get long this thing before it becomes part of a total tactical asset allocation index. And I think that's starting to happen now, and that's very good for Bitcoin.
Taking a look at the data for all ETFs, the net Bitcoin ETF flows are back to flowing in the positive direction. People are buying Bitcoin through these ETFs. Institutions are buying Bitcoin through these ETFs. Just in, 937 financial firms disclosed spot Bitcoin ETF holdings in Q1 of 2024. Gold ETFs just had 95 firms invested in the first quarter. Even Morgan Stanley disclosed that they own Bitcoin through their Bitcoin ETF exposure. In fact,
well, if you think about like the corruption of the dollar is just insane, right? Like, we get taxed when we work for money, okay? We take our money, we go to buy something, we're getting taxed on whatever we're buying. Then that person we bought it from gets taxed on the money that we gave them. And then they go to spend it and they get taxed on it. It's literally just a everlasting circle of getting taxed. And at the end of the day, the value of this dollar is now pennies. It's stupid. It makes no sense and it's foolish. And that's why Bitcoin exists, period. Like,
firming 243 million in Bitcoin through GBTC. Remember when we told you this at the beginning of the year? Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, going on TV, fudding Bitcoin. We asked you, what would Jamie Dimon do if he wanted to buy a lot of Bitcoin? He'd go on.
He'll literally sit there. Yeah, he'll sit there and bash it just to you know, get the price down so he could buy it in the background, and it's okay.
NBC and trash it. He'd say it's going to zero. The price would dip and he would buy. That's not illegal.
And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, you know, there's, first of all, and I'm not trying to make a joke here. There are use cases, AML, fraud, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance.
How many times has Elizabeth Warren blown this guy for him to say all that?
trafficking. Those are real use cases, and you see it being used for hundreds, maybe 50, $100 billion a year for that. That is the end use case. Everything else is people train among themselves. My personal advice is you don't get involved.
What do you make of the other firms, the BlackRocks of the world that
I love Joe. I love this guy because he's sitting here like, man, if this dude didn't have money to sue me, I'd fucking tackle him.
Obviously, and Larry Fink changed his view of
this guy. Andrew's like teacher's pet. Like that's how he is.
Obviously, and maybe he changed his view because you think he genuinely believes in Bitcoin, or believes it because he thinks there's a marketplace for it, and he wants to be part of that market. But what do you think of there's about a dozen big financial companies, Fidelity included.
Number one, I don't care.
Sure, buddy. Sure. It's just amazing the institutional perception shift that we have seen and are currently seeing around Bitcoin. The CEO of Bitwise Investment said this. First, they said it's only crazy internet people that own Bitcoin. Then they said it's only retail that owns Bitcoin. Now they see over 500 massive wealth firms, banks, and institutional investors bought Bitcoin in the first 2.5 months of the Bitcoin ETF's history. I wonder what they'll say next.
That's crazy. That was actually a good perspective. Like him actually putting that all in the time frame. That's kind of neat.
And Anthony Scaramucci kind of echoes this point, saying when Skybridge announced their position in Bitcoin years ago, institutions didn't like that he did that. And he kind of talks about that shift because now they're into it.
Well, I've been in trouble on this because Skybridge announced our Bitcoin position in November of 2020. And a lot of institutions, wirehouses, they didn't like it. They didn't like the position. It's 4 years later. Now these very same wirehouses are adopting the position and are getting long the ETF, or at least allowing their financial advisors to recommend the ETF. And so, sometimes when you're early, you get a lot of bumps and scrapes. But I think it pays to be early in Bitcoin, and I think we're still early in Bitcoin.
Hey, real quick.
In his defense, they were actually outside WX2. We're going to skip this, though. I don't want to be shilled.
150,000 Bitcoin price prediction by end of year. Remember when Tom Lee on CNBC made this prediction?
I think close to like 120, maybe. If we break 100, it'll be like rocket, I think, to 120. I don't know, but 150. I think that's too high.
75. What did you say to me?
I think it's, could be as high as 150,000 this year.
So double what I thought was.
Yeah.
150,000, so we're tripling at this point.
Yeah, because you've got demand improving with the ETF, and you have the supply shrinking with the halvening. And if monetary policy eases, which we expect, that's supportive of risk assets. And Bitcoin's holding up. I mean, that's another reason why I don't think a drawdown is going to start that soon. I mean, Bitcoin.
Yeah, that was at 51,000. Went up to 72.
Bitcoin's been rallying the last couple of weeks.
Now we're at
Are you in the camp of this is like a $500,000 valued?
Over the next
over 5 years? Are you?
Yeah, it is sound money.
Anthony Scaramucci believes that Tom Lee is right, and Bitcoin does have a strong chance of hitting $150,000 before 2025.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, it is. I would say it's a bit low to a point, right? But in the next 5-10 years, I don't think it's going to be like 200K this year, this cycle. I mean, it could totally be a super cycle, but I don't know. I feel like it's just going to gradually go up. I don't think we're going to see a giant bear market for Bitcoin like we used to anymore. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to go up progressively and have normal pullbacks from here on out.
Make sure you subscribe for daily crypto content. We keep you informed on crypto markets on a daily basis. Smash the like button, support the channel, listen.
If there's 21 million and it's going to eventually have some percentage of what the gold market is, why it should be, Tom Lee says 150 by the end of the year. It seems like if that is a given, that it should be moving up even more quickly.
To get the first second, let's say gold is $16 trillion.
Nothing is a given in crypto. Please take everything with a grain of salt. If anybody's new here, that's what you need to understand.
Right. And let's say Tom Lee is wrong by half, which I don't think he is, and I appreciate him coming to my book party last night. But I think Tom Lee's going to be right. But just if Bitcoin got to $8 trillion.
Was it the coiffed Tom Lee, or was it the wild Tom Lee?
Because it was a little wild.
When he comes on here, you never know. It could be.
But he's an incredibly zen-like guy.
He's so smart. I know.
doesn't have your or my emotional wavelength, Joe. You know, we have a tendency to sign and co-sign.
Our product that we have in the hair.
No. And I need more product lately, Joe. Not less product, more product.
Anyways, all right. Great. Good stuff. Shout out to Altcoin Daily. If you guys are interested, go check them out. I'm sure you know who they are. You know who I am. You should know who they are. All right. Bitcoin recapping things. $67,000. Looking great. Ethereum's holding up $3,100. I wonder if we're going to see a pullback. I do. All right. Let's talk about some solar stuff quick. All right. So again, this is the kit that I purchased. This is the one I was talking about yesterday in yesterday's video. Just kind of going over it versus what I'm doing, what I have. Let's see. So there was solar panels, mounting hardware. I want to go here. This is what I was showing you guys, the carport thing. This is so cool. Again, I haven't been paid by Signature Solar to talk about any of this. I purchased this stuff with my own money at a discounted rate, obviously to make videos, but this thing is sick. I think, let's see, does it come with panels? Oh, it does. Oh wait, no. One carport, 12 panels, 24 panels, 36. Mr. Crypto Mikkel asked if they came with panels, and I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really say. Let's see if I just click on friggin' $8,600. Crazy. Crazy. I would assume it comes with the panels. I would assume it comes with the panels. Would you guys? Would you? I don't know. Thank you, Dan R. I appreciate it. Yes, yes. He said, congrats on 70K. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Means a lot. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It says description. So like, yeah, it'll only go with like you have to deliver it to a loading dock place. Like I can't get it delivered to my house, and I don't know how the hell I would get it to my house if I did get it delivered to a loading dock. I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna go ahead, I could ask actually, but I'm gonna assume it comes with the panels because it says the amount of panels. I don't know though. Really good question. It's kind of stupid, it doesn't tell you. Spec sheet. One steel carport. Oh no, it just gives you the specs on it. Doesn't say nothing about coming with panels or not. But this thing is sick nonetheless. I would love to have this one over my driveway. That'd be dope. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. C60 subs equals Bitcoin fair value. Let's get those numbers up so Bitcoin can go up. That's awesome. Yes, yes. Chasing Bitcoin hopefully will be chasing the number, or vice versa. But yeah, I don't know. This thing's cool as hell. I would assume it comes with, I can't see this just metal going for 8 grand, 10 grand. I would think the panels would go with it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask because that's a good question. That's a good question. All right. Anyways, we're gonna be rating Mr. Crypto Mikkel in actually a few minutes. Let me see. Look out. Hold on. Lookout New says search out, rent a loading dock in your area, pick up the product there. I do this in my location when needed. Really? So you can do that? Where? How do you search and rent a loading dock? Where? I would have to look. I don't even know where the hell to go. Oh, that's kind of cool. They have a Memorial Day promotion running. That's neat. I do have an affiliate code for them now, actually. If you guys are interested in doing anything with solar, I'm gonna put it in the chat. You don't have to use it. I could care less if you use it, to be honest. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta find it. I actually gotta add it to my descriptions. If you guys would like to use it, please feel free. If you don't want to, again, I don't care either way. Why is that not working though? Hold on. Copy link. Let me see if I can get this. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am just trying to figure out this thing here. Copy this. I gotta save it. Maybe I had to save the link. Weird. That's so weird. I don't know how this works. I have like an affiliate page that I need to like figure out. Full transparency, I get like 6% or something of the sales. So I don't know how that works, but whatever. I don't care. Either way, it's really about getting equipment. I would rather have equipment at a discounted rate and a company that I can reach out to and actually ask questions, because this whole kit, right? The kit that I got, actually, let's go to, I just clicked on things way too fast. Hold on. Let's go to the solar kit. I'm going to show you guys something stupid hilarious in a minute, but I have to wait till the end, the very end, because I'm going to get whacked with it for sure. Why is this going so slow? All right, hold on. All products, kits and bundles. Really? Wow. All right, let's see. EG4 system. So this is like Signature Solar's brand, I guess. Oh my God, that one's crazy. All right, so the one I'm going after, or I went after, I bought it yesterday, actually. This right here. This is the, again, 6000 XP. This is like, guys, look at this, right? I made a video about this, talking about it. Where is the parallel? Why doesn't it tell you? Oh, I gotta click into it actually. All right, anyways, these units right here, you can parallel them up to 16 units together. You need a shit ton of power, like panels rather, for power, but you can do it if you wanted to. So the reason I went with this is it's more affordable for like the average Joe. Like this kit, yes, is expensive, but you got to understand it comes with 16 panels. It comes with 3 batteries. These are freaking $1,400 batteries themselves. This kit right here is, I mean, this inverter itself is like, I think $1,500, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look quick. Inverters. Let's see. And this is like one of the best ones on the market currently. Yeah, so it's on sale right now, actually, $1,400. But yeah, this thing, dude, 16 units. Look at this. Could you imagine running 16 units? 16 of these all together to get free electricity? It'd be crazy. My entire trailer would be just full of shit. It would just be full of solar stuff. But guys, if this thing works like I think it's gonna work, and I can control it from my cell phone, it's all Wi-Fi, easily monitored, everything is together, there's all breakers built in, it has 240 volts instead of 120 like I have now. I have to have a paralleled unit to be able to get 240 volts, right? The max charging current is 125 amps. It can do 10,000 watts of panels. That's insane by itself. It really is. It's just crazy. So this unit is actually a great video. DIY with, yeah, that's the name, Will Prowse. I think that's how you say his name. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Oh, right here. Bingo. I looked it up yesterday. This video. All right, I'm not gonna play it. You guys go watch it if you want. This video is sick. All right, he does a lot of testing on it. He talks about it and explains everything about this unit. If you guys are interested in these things for real, I don't give a shit if you buy them or not, but this is what I'm going for. And this video sold it to me because it can do a buttload. And like this dude could charge his Tesla off this little unit. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So if you haven't seen this video, go check it out. But anyways, all right, guys, we're gonna go raid Mr. Crypto McKellen. I gotta leave you with this because it's freaking hysterical, and Crypto KJ literally had me rolling on the floor with it. So hopefully you guys have a good day. I'm gonna big screen this. I'll catch you guys bright and early on Monday morning and later on tonight for Saturday Night Live. Let's do it. This is for Max.
He's an old guy, has dementia, can't lead us, and the country is screwed. Tell some big lies, barely speaks English, sniffs children, and their mom's hair too goes the wrong way. When he leaves his speeches, gets lost each day in the White House yard. All the Dems say that we should re-elect him. How can he run when walking is hard? And Joe keeps falling, yeah, he keeps falling, keeps falling, falling, yeah, he keeps falling, and Joe keeps
This is hands down one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. Crypto KJ, thanks for making me roll last night. All right, guys, let's go raid Mr. Crypto Kel. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace out.